I'm sorry, who? The pick-me's? Allowing access and then getting... Oh, so you're saying that access will get them married. The other ones are saying access won't get them married.
So since the pick-me's are getting picked, they're getting married, which would encourage the rate of marriages.
But you guys just said giving access is not what gets you married. That just gets you ran through.
Giving access to the right man.
No. No. Oh gosh, you can't give access to the right man. You have to make sure you get a ring.
Well, that's...
I think that we need to encourage young ladies and equip them with the information for them to understand that their vaginas unchecked are very dangerous. Vagina management should be a thing. Honestly, I would be dishonest if I said that there's no responsibility on the male counterpart. I see your face, pretty. I appreciate it. But it is. What becomes exhausting to me is the fact that we still make it seem like this is a miraculous thing. Babies, the way they're born, we know how that happens. We know that no person that is born on this planet is a committee of men standing by and making it so that babies don't get here unless women want them to get here. It's really just that damn simple. And I don't know why it's always, and this is what's so interesting, is that we'll have someone sit here and battle the patriarchy and the hierarchy, yet even women who claim to be feminists still want men to be responsible for their procreational practice. You know, I don't see a lot of women standing outside of clinics that provide sperm that can give you a baby without our assistance, at least from a biological standpoint. You still want to get the feel good, get your back blown out, been bent over, whatever it may be. They want to act like you don't know that your vagina works naturally. It's weird to me. No, if we're going to move forward, you know, we have intellectual people, smart women. You need to sit them down and be like, check this out, young lady. Your vagina unchecked is dangerous. And you potentially can bring forth a child. You can wreck your life. If you are not ready for that weight and that responsibility, sit your little hot butt down and chill. Read a book, join a club, do something productive. Sex is an adult activity. It's really just that simple. And if you are not at the level to carry the weight that comes with what could happen, then you need to be celibate or refrain.
I actually don't fully disagree with the concept that I think women should like completely block access to their vaginas from y'all. I actually love that. It's funny that you guys say feminists will say. Feminists are not monolithic. There's quite a large portion of feminists who are 4B, which quite literally is that exact same message. It's the best form of vagina management ever. They're saying no sex, no children, no nothing. Like they're going to stay away. That's what are you talking about? There's plenty of women who are preaching that, who are feminists, right? So I think it's interesting that you're going to act like all feminists are out here saying free the puss, everybody gets a piece, everybody gets a puss. Like that's not what all feminists are saying. Like once again, we're not monolithic. We think differently. Like there's different people. There's some who are for sexual liberation. There's some who say don't date men at all. Actually, you know, there's a lot of women who don't want to be around you guys. So what the concept of women controlling access, I've heard this talking point a lot, and I'm gonna lean into it. I'm gonna concede to you guys, and I'm gonna say, yeah, we should control access and we should lock it down. We should absolutely control access. I truly believe that. I think that we should, you know, leave the pick-me's to do what they do best and, you know, kind of just be out there with you guys. But for the most part, we should lock it down. I do believe that. I think that's great. I agree with you, True.
Well, at least we all agree on the first part. You know, we agree with something with pretty. They should, you know, do a little bit better with the access. You know, yeah.
Kenny,
you know what? That'll actually help the marriage rates, because if pick-me's are the only ones out there allowing access, at least they're getting married.
I'm sorry, who? The pick-me's? Allowing access and then getting... Oh, so you're saying that access will get them married. The other ones are saying access won't get them married.
So since the pick-me's are getting picked, they're getting married, which would encourage the rate of marriages.
But you guys just said giving access is not what gets you married. That just gets you ran through.
Giving access to the right man.
No. No. Oh gosh, you can't give access to the right man. You have to make sure you get a ring.
Well, that's one way. That That's one way I would. I'm
All
not like.
contradicting yourselves now.
I think one person may have said that. I don't necessarily believe that you have to have a ring in a contract for you to have a lifelong relationship with another human being. Personally, I
Agreed.
don't think that the ring.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Interesting.
Agreed.
Go ahead, Kenny.
Yo, this is odd. The majority of the times when we hear it's not red pill regarding these situations, we hear women not taking accountability because they threw their foot up in the air and let the wrong man inside of them, knowing the ramifications of what would happen. But then you blame the man for the access. And I'm really like staunch on this. A woman, you need to inspect what you expect. And I heard I heard someone say that, these men laying down with the woman, getting them pregnant, and then not taking responsibility. I'm paraphrasing. A woman knows if a man ain't shit. And they still let him up inside them, the Ray Rays and the Pookies. And then you blame the men because you gave them access, knowing the ramifications in the game that y'all was playing. You're playing roulette. Cherish your bodies more and stop blaming the men that you allow in your space, in your body. Of course, there are different situations that come about, different representations. Like women give representations, but it's like, come on now, let's stop. I have an aunt and an uncle. They've been together over 54 years. Never jumped a broom, never went down to City Hall, never had a marriage. But they're not going anywhere. You find somebody that actually loves you, and you can really tell when somebody loves you is when, they're willing to go hungry so that you can eat. You inspect what you expect. You vet somebody before you give your all to them. That's point blank. That's simple as pie. I got to look at your family. I got to know what you're doing. I want to see if you're intentional to me. That's not hard. I can write it down for y'all if you need. It's not that complex. And women
So,
have
Kenny,
feminine intuition. Men don't. Yeah.
so Kenny, that kind of leads me into my next question. I'll start with M White, then I'll go to Bo. If a woman's not interested in marriage, should she still have kids? And do we believe that the ring actually provides valid security?
That was to me, right?
Yeah, we'll start with you with that one.
All right. So yeah, no, I think that bringing children into the world is one of the greatest miracles that can happen. You risk your life, your body, things change. It takes a lot out of you, and you need to make sure that you find somebody that's going to be there to help you along that path and that process. Be there to help you with those kids, help you with everything you need. The dynamic of a male and a female in the home parenting children is kind of undefeated. Like it's things like, judging by the way my wife interacts with kids and I interact with the kids, it would be completely different if it was just her with these kids. They would be trying to run roughshod through her, because it's just ways that I can command attention and to get them in line that she can't. And it's things that she has that I don't have that she gives them, and that are equally as important. I was going to say, this is why the earlier conversation was interesting, why it's very important to explain to young women the importance of the value that they do have from in the dating market as soon as they're able to date, because that is the portal in which they bring life into this world, and they have to guard that and be extremely skeptical about what men say. They need to have actions that validate the thing that they're looking for, right? Because we as men, we can hold all the men accountable that we know and say, hey, because my homies up, you can't be around us if you don't take care of your kids. Like it's a flat line. Like 20 year, if you're not taking care of your kids, we're not fucking with you, right? But one man could impregnate, 16 men could impregnate the entire world. So it's on the women to make sure they maintain that barrier, because one man can infiltrate and impregnate a whole damn town. We can't stop You know what I'm saying? So y'all have to be adamant about making sure you protect that and understand the value that you have.
Bo, I know you had something you wanted to ask about before we got to the question.
I got nothing to ask, but I do want to say something. So my initial response to this was the way it was because there is too much linear thinking going on. And until there is a conversation that can be had that doesn't exist in a linear type of way, like it only one thing can exist when this conversation comes up. It's always what the woman isn't doing and all of that. Women are gladly holding other women accountable. I can guarantee you, when we see one of our friends or acquaintances doing something dumb with a man we know she should not be with, there is absolutely no way that if we care about that woman, that we would be like, go ahead, girl, it's okay. What? I don't understand. Like, the problematic young girls, those the young girls, y'all, the young fertile in they prime girls that y'all like to go after, those are the ones. Those are the ones that's gonna be like, yeah, girl, because he got money. And that's it. Have a baby by him. Those are the ones doing that. Grown ass, mature women, washed up women, old, can't reproduce women that y'all like to talk about. Those are the women that know better. Of course, young girls are going to do that. We have to have different conversations about this. And that's why I get exhausted, because we don't like to have these conversations. Y'all also like to bring this up and not have any type of empathy for anyone. Everyone is just, you could control that. The fact that you all think that people can control other people or people can see things that the people don't want you to see is wild. If that man don't want you to see that he's a piece of shit, you won't see it until it's really too late. Honestly, like, I am so glad that you men don't have to date men, and the ones that do date men, they understand what we understand. It is a thing. Like, I don't understand why y'all can't listen to us. That is why I get exhausted of this conversation. That's why when it came up, I was like, I'm tired. Because I knew it was going to be the same thing. If you all want us to hold women accountable, you need to hold men accountable. And honestly, start by teaching them how to read, because it is crazy out here. Teach them how to read and as well as comprehend, because someone was in the comments talking about evaluating and he meant ovulating. It is listen, get your men. Get your men. Stop talking about women. Y'all don't have time. You all have a laundry list of things to do that you need to address with men. Let us take care of the women. We can't keep doing this.